welcome here to the Just Bake channel, the JB. See, the channel where we
do things to say stuff.
Just bake, baby.
what we like to do is we like to say stuff about doing stuff about what we like to say.
We like talking about bitches that killed other motherfuckers.
Them gangster bitches.
Yeah, and this came to me like a thief in the night. We like to do some docs here and check things out. And, You know, I ran away from Vice this week. I picked this one.
Yeah, elaborate to the people what we do.
Yeah, you know, I ran away from Vice. We do a lot of different
Vice,
docs.
we love you. We just took a day off.
No, but this one was kind of sparked when we had that little chop up before about I think I mentioned the Steve Mcnair reference in one of the battle rap segments we do here on the Just Bake channel. So I was like, damn, man, you know what? That'd be a good one to kind of like see what they got going on out there. It's a Steve Mcnair murder. Because if you don't know, Steve Mcnair was an NFL player for I don't know how many years. He put some years in.
I think 9 or something like that.
Something like that, like eight, 9 years, something like that.
I'm going to just kick it off and say the white rapper did it.
Oh, shit.
You saw that motherfucker's jaw. You see him with the square jaw.
Yeah, it was
Shit.
Yo,
That's
it was
crazy.
the movie Casino. You seen the movie Casino?
Oof.
That's exactly what happened. That's all I'm
shit.
saying, man.
It was a triangle that went on.
That's a layer.
There's triangles beyond triangles like Bermuda in this bitch because Steve McNair was killed back in 2009. Murder
Battle
suicide.
rappers apparently just found out, which is fucking weird.
Yeah, that gets referenced a lot to McNair. I think it's just when somebody ends their rhyme with an air. Like, what do I do there? What do I do there? McNair. Yep, air there.
McDonald's hair loss. I call it McNair. I'm in. Ooh.
Shit, it's going down.
Tread lightly.
So he was murder-suicide. What they claimed it, throw it out there to be.
Murder, suicide.
Right.
Listen to that. Murder, suicide.
Murderer.
Now, this is just me thinking.
Murder, she wrote.
If it's suicide, how is it a murder? Because if it's a murder, don't you have to be killing someone else?
Oh,
Well,
that
the
was
murder
her.
comes first.
Yeah, murder.
The murder comes
said
first.
it. Yeah, you're thinking about when they say it when somebody does it themselves, the murder-suicide.
You talking about chicken and the egg. The murder
Right.
comes first.
Well, they say you're murdering yourself, but that's suicide. The same thing. You know what I'm saying? That's what that's, you know. But she murdered him
And then murdered
and
herself.
then murdered herself
And then suicide.
while laying
Gotcha.
upon his lap. It was
A romantic scene.
Romeo Juliet type shit.
Yeah.
To me, I don't think their family
really.
didn't want. No, we'll just let that go. Just know.
I just went for the love was deep.
That's-
her love was deep.
her.
To depth.
Romeo and Juliet type shit.
Right. I learned a lot about this doc. Niggas with money, just stop playing with these women.
It was.
Yes.
You know what?
Say that.
The
Say
entire
that.
thing.
Say that. Please say that.
The entire thing came down to stop lying to women that you don't need to lie to. Listen
Yes.
now, stop lying to women
Yes.
across the board, but
Yes.
especially
Right.
stop
Yes.
lying to fucking women that you don't need to lie to because
Guys, this man right here is giving you a gem.
there's bars like you're Steve McNair. You are Stetson McNizzle.
Yes.
Right.
You should
Yes.
not have a problem getting pussy. So keeping around the crazy pussy and even lying to, you can't be straight up with. Listen, you're one of them.
Right.
That's it.
Not only
You're
that,
one of
You
them.
got to be like you.
I'm gonna spend some time with you when I can
Yep.
spend some time with
No.
You
you.
seen this ring glistening.
there it is. There
You
it
saw
is.
it, boo. So
There it
at
is.
that point where you know what I think it's that was like, well, I can change him. He'll be different with me. He's just unhappy, and he'll be happy with me.
Chino
you don't
XL.
know, right, you don't know what the fuck is going on. That nigga's going home and telling his wife he love her and kissing the kids. What we talking about?
Ladies.
Chino XL had the best line of all time where he said, a wedding is I'll go down to the aisle to the altar singing a hymn. The hidden meaning to them is I'll alter him. That's all that they think about is
shit.
I'll alter him. And that's what this bitch, because when is the craziest bitch of all time? And I usually don't say bitch, but we bitching today.
Yes, we are.
The craziest bitch of all time is he's going to leave her for me.
Yes. Yes. Ladies.
No, he's not.
Stop that. That's that
Ladies.
competition
Say
shit.
ladies again for me, please.
Ladies.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Ladies, now, please, even the ones in the back, come up front.
From frontal.
Listen, all right? If you see a man that is appealing to you, there's nothing wrong with that. He's married. Okay? Now, when he's married, that means he belongs or he is in contract or in love with another woman.
Contract. Talk about it.
Okay? Now, if the man decides
Made me belch. So much truth.
to leave and give you the opportunity That's all it is an opportunity. Okay? That doesn't mean that the opportunity is going to end immediately or it will not end at all. But eventually it's going to come to an end because he doesn't belong to you.
And listen, even if it goes far enough as the hood boog would want it to go to where, say he does leave the wife. Now listen to this. The same way you got him is the same way you're going to lose him.
Oh,
because
my God.
obviously the eye is wandering.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Gotta be
saying?
like, well,
Come on.
I'm different. It's that whole thinking like,
Ooh,
I'm different and nobody else is going to
Yeah,
be
you're
like.
different.
You can be different in the vibe with him.
Or
but-
in different sexual positions. Yeah, you're different. The pussy stretch a little bit better. Yeah, you're different.
It could be. But you know what? You know what threw it off too? Like Stevie.
Steve-O.
Talk to the spirit of Steve. You should have known, brother. She was 19. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Now, that was
You
for
know
the
what I'm
ladies.
saying? And that was for the ladies. That definitely
The
because
fellas.
Ladies need to educate yourselves more out there on what the fuck's going on.
Yo,
and stop throwing
fellas.
yourself.
Niggas in the back, come to the front.
What about the ones on the right? Come to the left, center.
Come to the
Left.
center.
Talk about them.
Guys, listen. We all know when we that nigga and we that guy, they're going to come, right? You should be more of a responsible motherfucker. Even though the pussy's on you and you can't get it off of you, you're married, right? That's one. Now, listen, I get it. We're all human. You know what I mean? You're not around your wife. You're gonna see another female.
Perfect.
You know what I'm saying? Another female's gonna throw herself at you. We're men. We have that thing in us that just our dick get hard when we see something we like, a female we like, and we want to, experience it. I get it. But do it respectfully, man. Like, if you're going to fuck the chick, just say, listen, sweetheart, look, this is a one-night thing. We going to smash, and that's that.
You got to understand my status and what
You know
I'm
what I'm
saying.
saying? Know my celebrity. Know who I am. And because of who I am, this is the only way this is going to
And
happen.
you know what that turns into a lot, too? I think sometimes the niggas just trying to feel like he's a regular dude. You can't.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You trying to feel like I'm a regular dude. I'm just like I'm a regular
Exactly.
player. I'm a regular player and play. No.
No.
You have an advantage on the player game, nigga. You have status.
Yes.
You have.
You
bank.
got an advantage on the
Yes.
board.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like you've got bank, nigga. You got equity.
Right.
Like,
You got the
know what I'm
game
saying?
genie.
Right. This is like this. You're gonna get a lot of
You're the what we call nowadays. You're the cheat code.
or the plug.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So, and sometimes I think, like, these guys that have these statuses don't feel respected as much. You know what I mean? And
Well,
I don't know
I'm
why.
sure everybody's sniping and everybody's trying to get a hand in the pocket. But the thing that messes with me, and of course, I haven't been to this level, so maybe if I get to this level, I'll find out something different.
Right,
But
right.
you have so much money, and like he is the main character involved in this. Honesty, I feel like, will eventually lead to the amount of pussy that you would like. Like lying to somebody, I don't get how that, how you're trying to keep
Benefits,
around from that.
right.
Because you could be honest with a girl of, hey, this is what it is. I got a wife. If you want to party too, that's cool. Like me, I'll never be with a woman that has a kid. So when I meet them, I go, we can have fun. We can have a good time. We can chill. But like, I'm be honest with
never
you,
gonna go
straight
further than
up, it's never going to go further than that. Like the first day of my life that I was woken up with a toddler crawling into bed, I went, oh, and I'm done. Goodbye. We are never talking again. Like, we're not.
But you got,
No,
and you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? Like,
So understanding.
it's exactly. It's something that has to be done
Right.
off
Yeah.
the first.
And I think
meeting.
when I look at this kind of situation, I look at it, it's two people that went in pretending. Do you know what I'm saying? It's
Yes,
like
yes.
she went in there pretending that like he really loves me.
Right.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Not to say he didn't care for you. There's a difference, baby.
Exactly.
He cared for you in a way he liked to have you around.
He put the down payment on your car.
Right. The nigga cares. Like, he has charities. He cares about kids, too. So,
Yeah.
I mean, like, he's from Mississippi. They have a big heart out there.
And that's another thing, ladies. Like, if you're the side chick, right, and you're getting these gifts, that doesn't necessarily mean that he wants to be with you forever. No,
No,
he's
understanding.
just gifting you for being the side chick
Right.
and for allowing yourself to be the side chick to
Right.
continue
Yeah.
to be the side.
He's
chick.
paying you for some of your time. That's it.
Right. Understand the transaction that's happening.
Now,
and what it is.
the
You know what I'm
tranny.
saying?
There it is. Now, ladies, again.
That's the only tranny
Don't
that you can
get
say out
it
loud
fucked
now.
up. Don't get it fucked up like we're out here trying to bash it. No. listen, sweetheart.
Educate. This is education.
You put yourself in that situation when
Talk
you saw the ring and you still threw the ass at the man.
Ooh.
So, all you ladies out there that want to get a fucking attitude when they don't get the right personal time or whatever,
Yeah.
listen, that's your fault. You know what I'm saying? Because you're chasing a motherfucker that's married, and you're chasing a motherfucker with money.
Like you said, saw the ring, still threw the ass.
Right.
Saw the ring, still threw the ass. Since he saw the ring and still
Right.
threw the
And
ass.
then-
Since he saw the ring and still threw the ass. Come on.
And then she got to a point of understanding who he was, and then act like, oh, nigga, oh, you somebody. Oh,
But then,
oh.
and then another thing, ladies, that also pisses me off is, you know the situation, right? So, what you think? You're the only unique motherfucker out here?
Women act like they have the last pussy on earth.
Like, what you
You got
think?
the last one?
Right, like what
There's
you
no
think?
more?
What you think?
Yeah,
the way, you know what I'm saying? I'll put myself, the way you was attracted to me, you don't think other women are not going to be the same way?
Yeah.
Right.
So
How about a
what
nigga
do we-
that come along and got more money than me? You don't think I'll be out the loop?
So
You know what I'm saying?
let's be honest here, y'all. Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, the best thing is to get involved in the first place.
Right.
But
Yeah.
if you decide to take that step and go into that door, there's a lot of things that
Right.
come with that, and you got to know your role.
Right.
Like my man Rocky say, know your fucking role.
Listen, now this might sound like a lot of hate and anger, but it is just education and with an aggressive
That's all
manner.
it is, man. That's all it is.
You know
a
what
lot
I mean?
of frustration
Sometimes
too.
you need teachers to yell at you for you to understand this shit. I'll be honest. Not every
1 + 1 is 2. Damn it.
Not every calm monotone teacher is gonna come across to a nigga. So you might have to yell a little bit, get in their face. That's all it is, ladies. And fellas is all too. But in a little bit of a peppered in fairness, I guess for the young lady that was involved here, is she seemed to have some mental health shit there. I hang my hat on mental health a lot because I don't know, like. Her mother got murdered from her at a young age. Maybe there's some shit she never really dealt with.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? There's something of some sort of, but then she always wanted to be famous. So I think people wrap their heads around that. I'm gonna be famous. I'm gonna be famous. I'm gonna be famous.
Right,
You know
and-
what I mean?
and
By
fellas-
any means, never.
and
Who
fellas-
dick I gotta suck to be famous?
Right.
Like,
And
people
fellas,
are willing that way, you know what I'm
please,
saying?
please, fellas, run down your check, fellas. You know what I'm saying? Because, a pretty smile with a fat ass or a nice body doesn't mean that they're, you know what I'm saying, mentally right.
Right.
So
We don't know
please-
Steve. He
please
probably
do
had
your-
a.
you know what I mean?
he
Do your
probably had-
vetting right, man.
He
You
probably
know what
had
I'm
an
saying?
infatuation with just. From what it seemed like, you've seen a lot of pictures of him. Like he likes to be at Hooters around pretty girls and shit, all that, whatever.
Yeah.
He probably just has that thing. You know what I'm saying? Where he has a thing for women, man. And,
I
and
think-
it's probably his biggest curse. You know what I'm saying?
I think one of the craziest things that maybe people could take a lesson if they ever take a lesson is Steve McNair might be alive today if he was just honest.
Honest. I agree
That's
with
the
that.
thing that's fucking with me.
He let her
because-
on. And that's
Right.
what,
Yeah.
He let her on, and then her brain didn't compute that, and then mental health kicked in. That I
Right.
gotta kill this nigga.
Yep.
Right.
Jealousy,
Because-
rage, man, to do it, man.
That's that shit where, I mean, people have seen on plenty of reality shows with the housewives of whatever. There's always that fucking, well, he's gonna. And man,
Yeah.
if he was going to, he would have.
Right.
You know?
This is a sick fucking game that
And
he's
not only
playing a
that,
sick game, and so is
But
she.
we also don't know what Steve was telling this girl.
That's what I'm
either.
saying.
You know
That's
what
what
I
I'm
mean?
saying. He probably was painting some shit to her.
So don't do that, fellas. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. You know she is side bitch. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell her that she gonna be the main bitch.
well,
if you really
he's
not
doing that
intending,
to keep her around.
not intending.
That's-
If you're
But
not
that's what I'm
intending,
saying is
Right.
he's Steve McNair.
He
You're-
doesn't-
You're not
exactly.
like I'm a gimp with one leg and she's just fucking me out of
Right.
chair.
Right.
You know,
That's-
you're Steve McNair. You can
Right.
go get another.
That's that
Right.
holding on to trying to be somebody
Right.
that normal status, man. That's
Right.
not
Like-
you. You
like-
can't be that guy.
like I could understand. Like I bet my left testicle that if Steve was
Put it on the table.
would have told his chick, listen, this is what it is, and this is only what it is. She would have been okay.
Either
Yeah.
she's gonna be okay or she's gonna bail, and that's the decision that he'll be okay with because there's gonna be somebody else.
Because the
like that
other
that's probably gonna
girl,
come wrong.
the other girl that came in with the one that killed him saw her leaving the spot.
Yeah.
She didn't get all crazy and bent out of shape because
Yep.
she knew her role. She knew
what
she
was.
knew the time.
This is Steve McNair. I'm gonna get some millionaire dick and keep it moving. She
Pretty
had an
much.
I mean, you go in there with that understanding.
Pretty much.
You have an experience with the guy. If it grows, it grows.
That's it.
You know, go about with your life. I mean, this nigga. I mean, Steve was like, "I get you a car. I put a down payment, but I think I ain't paying it for you, though."
Listen, what she should have learned, and the beautiful, famous Rocky Maivia had said, "Know your role and shut your mouth." And I
Yes.
believe
Rocco.
what happened. Now, listen, if even she heard what she wanted to hear when they got into the car accident, pulled over by the police because she was underage and drinking. Now, when Steve McNair goes, gotta go, bitch, and hops into another fucking car and dips out, that's when you know, like, okay, so he couldn't be at the scene and he couldn't be seen with me and caught with me there.
There you go.
Something should ring a bell there of like, damn, yo, he didn't even want to. No, there wasn't a. He couldn't.
But every time you call and check on him, and he's telling you, I gotta tuck the kids in and shit. Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Right.
You know what
Like-
I mean? You signed up for this shit.
Right.
You can't be mad
Because-
about what you signed up
Exactly, and that's the immaturity of it, because that's what happens when
She's
you mess
19.
with, you know what I mean? Immature.
Yeah,
immature.
super. Yeah, that is true.
It's like, yo, you're fucking. She was 19. Like, Steve, what are we doing?
Right.
You chasing that young
Like-
pussy
like-
and fucking. She worked at Dave and Buster's.
Right.
He wanted to be like the prince to help a prince. You know what I mean? A Cinderella. Give her a fucking slipper. Get her out the pumpkin and put her in a goddamn coach.
See, I don't even think so, man. I think what it was is it's almost a praying thing of like, I'm not comparing him to R. Kelly. I just the situation of how R. Kelly would do, where he would get
He knew his
complete
stats.
hood boogs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Where it's like he is on the God level that they, you know, are nowhere near. So
Correct.
he has all the cards. He has the upper hand of that
Him
shit the entire
understanding
time.
where their mental
Of
is
course.
and what he can get away with. I know
Exactly.
where you're at, and I know what I can do to get you to a place where I want you to be.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
that kind of control thing, man. And you know, Steve probably had it, man. I mean, he had the chicks he was fucking with. So
Yeah.
I just never. that's just my personal thing. Is like I don't understand how you got these alpha males. You know what I'm saying? These celebrity guys or these pro athletes. You know what I'm saying? Or just men in general that have a status, and they have to fucking like.
They're afraid to tell the person what
like,
it is.
Exactly.
That shit
like I
bugs
never
me.
like I'm nowhere near shit like that, but I let my point across. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Like,
right.
like you.
But that's just taking it for as far as maybe if they're just something they couldn't do before the money, and it just didn't carry it with them. You know what I mean? That concept of like, oh no, I'm really like, no, I'm Steve McNair. I don't really got.
But the thing, I could see maybe if this happened like while he was playing or something. But
Right.
he's been retired. He's
Right.
ran through.
Of
You know what I'm
course.
saying? He's lived.
Right,
man.
exactly.
And I forget just to
yes.
throw a quick little squibbit in there. I fucking
Squibby.
I remember that fucking postseason, man. That was phenomenal for Steve McNair with the Music City Miracle.
Yes,
With
we
that
saw
play-
that Super Bowl.
And that Super Bowl, dog. Oh, let's roll into that. Let's roll into that. That was a good segue. Dog was a very big key element of that Super Bowl.
Yes.
We were at the. That's right, because you were there.
Yeah,
we was
I
at
was at the
we
base lock, baby.
We was at the base lock watching this Super Bowl.
Yes,
we
we
got
were.
a call. We had a call from one of our good friends.
Yep.
Yo, they stole my dog.
Yep.
Good dog. Yo, we fucking love dogs around here. So one of our people, he
No
stole one of our
haters, cat
dogs.
people, all right?
Nigga, we left that Super Bowl with Steve McNair, and we went to go fucking get this dog back for him. You know what I'm saying? And it was so crazy because we missed that iconic fucking
the last
almost,
drive.
Almost a touchdown when he swept.
last
He was
drive.
1 yard
Yep.
short. The
Yep.
clock ran out and they lost the Super Bowl. 1 yard, they won the Super Bowl. Like one of the biggest ones. Steve McNair was
Yep.
that guy in that Super Bowl. He was that
That
nigga.
dude.
You know what I'm saying? So I remember Steve very well from that incident. And shout out to the dog, man, that we saved.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying, man. When you've reached those levels, like you should be so used to. It just fucks me up that somebody could be in that position and not have the mental acuity to be like, damn, yo, I should just tell the fucking truth because certain girls will still be with you where they tell the truth. And I believe it was the rappers Little Matches and Young Pastry that had said, you ain't nothing, you ain't special, no butter roll, you just a pretzel. That's all it is.
It's like nobody say you got to come out so harsh and saying it, but you got to be clear of like, listen, you know what situation, you know what time it is with me.
Yeah.
You have to understand that we're not gonna be able to. So that almost makes me believe that he probably was spitting that other game to her. Like,
Right.
it's a weird
Yeah.
thing. Like it's just that some people that just want to be players. And that's
mean-
just the
Yeah.
kind of the move they have.
mean,
It's like
right.
I gotta spit it, yo. Like you don't have to though. I know,
Yep.
but it's like the enjoyment of the game. He probably had that. You know what
Because
I'm
to
saying?
go off what you're saying, think about this. The girl that flipped out and killed him, even though it was the white rapper that killed him, when the girl that flipped out and killed him, what did she get mad at? Not that he had a wife, that he had another side piece.
Yes.
I know.
That's
The wife was acceptable because she came into that. It's like, I know about the wife. I know. Who's this other bitch? Maybe the wife should kill you. I don't know.
Because I believe it was the
Ladies.
rappers' Little Matches. Young Patient said, you don't need to be concerned about my wifey. And now you haven't learned, bitch, you just my side piece. So for her to be mad about a second side piece when, listen, I'm not going to say the number stops at 2. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Fucking come on.
Right.
I know.
Like,
the only thing
you're-
I could think of is he was like,
In her
he had to
mind-
be telling her. I like he had to be telling her he's leaving his wife, man.
In
And nobody
her
else
mind,
but her
she
existed.
was
I guess.
the one,
She was up next.
right?
She was on the batter box.
But in
She was warming up.
In Steve's mind, she was probably number 1 millionth in one.
Exactly.
Right. But the game comes into, I think, where he was on that game shit. Man, I'm a playboy. I'm a player. What up? Yeah, baby. Now you know you're the only one for me.
Right. See.
Like
when
when
you do
he
that
doesn't have to be
shit.
that. He doesn't
See-
have to do that, but he enjoys that part of like.
See
baby,
now,
you know.
now don't get me wrong. What I'm about to say after now, what I'm about
I don't know,
to say
Steve,
next.
but I just.
But if that was the case, if he was leading around, stringing around, and telling her this shit, well then guess what, Mr. McNair. Well,
Played the fire, you got burnt.
you kind of got what you deserved.
I don't know if what you deserve. She could have just been like, "You're an asshole,le and left."
Right.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Always fight with the
But
wife and keep it moving.
right,
You know what I'm saying?
but that's the angle. That's the
Right.
type of
That's-
field you're in.
that-
That's what.
that-
That's
you know
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
That's like the craziest karma book movie that you can give somebody.
Right. I mean,
Is
that's-
when you play with people like that. Look what can happen.
I agree.
Right.
No,
You know
it
what I
still
mean?
is a
It kills
dangerous
you.
move. But
Right.
now what I'd like to know too is how does because man, I'm gonna tell you, I wonder if he was honest with his wife because his wife, his areas of living seemed to be out there. It didn't seem to be a secret that he had this spot, that he had that spot, that he had
And not only
the
that,
mansion over there.
he had kids with 2 other prior women before even getting married to
Yeah,
them.
Right.
Because he has Steve Jr. and I think two kids named
Yeah.
Steve,
Kids,
maybe.
yep,
Yeah.
yep.
You know what I'm saying? So she probably married them and probably
She
was
probably stole him from the other wife.
or
That's why this girl thought she had a chance. She's like, I can do it too.
Hey, you might be on to
She's
something.
19.
Hey,
she don't know better, man.
who
She's
knows?
working at Dave
Who
and
knows?
Buster's.
Maybe
She
that's how.
comes from
maybe,
another country. She was
maybe-
bred in Iran, and I think she was.
maybe
Iranian,
that's how Steve
Iranian
was
chick.
you know what I mean? Vetting his new brides.
Listen,
Yeah.
Who knows?
I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm just gonna put this out there, and it's no disrespect to anybody. You don't fuck with no Iranian women like that, man.
Yeah,
You
they're
know
not
what I mean?
going to take
Like,
that on the chin.
She might be cut from a different cloth. Like, nah, man. You know what I mean? There's some desert anger in this motherfucker. Might fuck you up. You fuck with me like that. You never know. Somebody. It's just I meant more of just a cultural indifference. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
Like she's from the States, but she grew up differently. Her mom was murdered in front of her.
You don't try to double cross people that'll put a bomb in your blanket.
True. Put a bullet in your bubble goose.
Just
You know
saying.
what I'm saying? That shit.
Just saying.
Clap.
You know, but I mean, but to be real about it though, you know what I'm saying? Like it was a toxic. Me just by looking at this documentary, it was just a toxic thing from the beginning.
Toxicity.
And it kind of was Steve's.
He was the chef.
Exactly. He was-
He
like,
fucked up
Right.
his own soup.
You made that
he
soup.
made
and you
the
don't
bed,
like it.
and
Oh.
now he had to lay in it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You know
I
what
mean,
was crazy too was the dude that walked in on the murder scene.
Yeah, his boy. His
and
boy.
just-
His boy.
he
His
thought that
fucking
they were
friend.
just
He was
sleeping.
like, what the fuck's going on? Then he called somebody else. Yo, you might want to check him out over there.
Yeah.
What?
Hold up. That right there just sounds.
That sounds super suspect because
did.
what they were describing is the girl. I don't remember her name, but the woman that committed the murder.
She had like a unique name.
Yeah, but
she had the key to the place.
she had the key to the place. All right, and then she bought a gun. She brought it there, and what they're saying was she killed him by shooting him point blank in the head. So when homeboy walks in and he's talking about fucking, I thought they were taking a nap.
You just
Guy,
see the blood splatters on the fucking. You know what I mean? Like you just see
Like
blood everywhere on the couch.
what did Ghostface say? What the fuck do you mean? Is it there's all types of
There's all types
you know
of
what I'm
fucking
saying?
blood leaking out
So
of his
I'm
head.
like, bro, if we're talking about the blicky to the dome piece, then I don't
talking
understand
destruction.
the
Right.
That's why
That's
it
a
seemed
9.
little
She had
bit
a
weird to me.
9 point blank. Now you start going
No,
into
no, no, no,
calibers.
no, no, no. That was a 45.
Was it a 45?
Yo, 45, your brain's on the wall. Come on,
45.
dog.
That
Point
was
blank
a 40.
45. That's damage.
That
Man.
looked like a 9/11 45.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could have sworn he said 9, but either or 9 or 45, it's doing damage, man.
Either way, getting shot in the head is not a easy cleanup. That's what I'm saying.
right.
To where
He had to just come by and peek like, oh, this is getting freaky. I guess he didn't go all the way in. That's the only thing I can think of. Like,
well, no, they said he went in and got a beer from the fridge.
Yeah,
Taking
he
the beer
went,
from the
got
fridge.
the beer,
That's
got
it.
the beer in the fridge, and then turned around, and that's when he noticed, like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
This shit don't look right. Let me call anybody but the police and paramedics.
That's what I don't. That right there. Like this is supposed to be your best friend supposedly.
Yeah.
This is Steve McNair we're talking. This ain't no average. This is Steve fucking McNair we're talking about here, right? And this is your best friend. Like this is the guy that's paying you your fucking money to have this fucking place because it's in your name. So you're getting paid. You know, so you're
Right.
coming
he's,
out
he's
of
paying
fat.
for his hideaway.
So
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me you are so wrapped up in the bullshit that you're not gonna fucking call the cops to what? To hide the fact to hide the fact that what this motherfucker
because you knew what he was doing. All right,
But that's that's true too. Yeah, because you knew what he was doing, and
but
that's not his wife
but
laying there.
I don't want to be involved.
At this time, it doesn't matter.
Exactly,
Right.
it's
He's
getting out.
fucking dead.
Did you check out the extra clip I sent with a 911 call? You didn't hear that one?
No.
All right. Yeah. It was a little 6 minute. It was only 6 minutes, but it was just the whole 911 call.
He didn't say his name.
Right. And then this was the guy.
Steve
And this
McNair.
was the guy.
That's what he was saying in the documentary
Right,
when he made
'cause
the
this
call.
is-
He didn't
right,
say who
but when you
got killed, who he
Right.
was.
But
None of that.
when you listen to that 911, when you get a chance, check it out because it was like he was the guy who got called by the other guy. The beer drinker called this guy.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
judge.
So this
the
guy,
judge
this guy that actually called 911, he was all over the place, and it was like, yo, he couldn't even fuck. He didn't even know where he was at.
Right.
Yep.
He didn't know the address. He was
Right.
like, I don't even know. It's on the corner. I don't know what's the address here. It's like,
And even he was just saying, he didn't say, "Yo, there's 2 people dead here." He was like, "There's a bad situation here.
right, there's
Like
bullet
this
holes in
isn't."
the walls, and they're laying on the
Yeah,
ground.
yeah.
No, nigga, he was.
But I get shock at that point too.
Right.
You know
He's
what
like,
I'm saying?
I don't want to
Where-
go back in there. I don't want to go back in there.
Yeah.
It's his boy, man. He's like, I don't want to see the nigga. I think he's
Exactly.
dead. They're not moving. He didn't get that close. You know what I mean? I think he saw the bullet holes. He's like, I'm not going over there.
Yep.
You know, this is a murder scene right now. He said, I think he said he picked up one shell and dropped it. It was like, okay,
Mm.
this is a scene. I gotta get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would say there's definitely some cut and dry parts, but there's definitely some not cut and dry parts
of course.
because of the whole, like you were saying, the first
Talk
person
about the
to
white
arrive.
rapper.
Yeah, exactly. The first person to arrive calls someone else,
Right.
and then even like I was saying, it was like the movie Casino, where fucking Sharon Stone's character keeps dealing with that piece of shit on the side. And I'm not disparaging the white rapper. I don't know him as a his character, whatever. I'm just saying
Fuck it, I'll say
in
it.
terms.
Piece of shit.
There's this lady that's fucking with Steve McNair. They kept saying that during the documentary, where like she
going
even
back
though
and
they
forth
just
to
broke up, she kept in contact with the white rapper dude, and the white rapper wrote some weird raps where they didn't say there was necessarily released after, it was released before, about revenge on something, but also
Revenge
then
on a couple or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like he had some shit in his lyrics that he was saying there, but it could have been just a coincidence or
exactly. And rappers always rap about
Right.
rap shit.
Right,
It wasn't.
right. It wasn't like well, you know, some
But
niggas
I do
indict
wonder
themselves.
what exactly. Rappers do love snitching on themselves. So I do wonder, like, did they ever? They didn't cover this in the documentary. Did they ever go talk to Vanilla Ice? Did they ever go,
Right.
like deal with
he
old Square Jaw?
He didn't get that. He didn't get that much conversation in this
No.
doc. Like they didn't really mention. He didn't mention too much of.
Nope.
Yeah.
And they really ran that guy to the ground and
Oh,
questioning.
and they were saying Steve McNair only had $6 in his pocket when they said Steve McNair was one of those dudes that they
Kept a
said.
band on him.
Yeah, he kept a couple bands on him, or he considered himself, broke.
That
so
nigga with the beard took that shit.
maybe,
You know what I mean?
never know.
Or his boy that was scared to talk. Like one of you niggas took a rack out of his pocket.
Yeah, but
Or it could have been Cheddar Bob.
could have been
Yeah,
Cheddar
Cheddar
Bob.
Bob.
But there was definitely some weird, inconsistencies. I'll say
Oh
that.
my God.
And then, this was a quick documentary to where literally our review is longer than the documentary.
Right,
yeah,
But
yeah, pretty much.
so I wonder if more things were looked into, and there was a clear cut. I want to look for. Are there any newer stories on it? Or are there any
Spin-offs.
updates?
Right. Right.
Yeah, because I looked at a couple clips. There was more just like his family talking, his moms
Yep.
and shit like that, and stuff about him growing up. Because there was a
And
I
that's-
think a ESPN 60s E60 they call him. It's
Okay,
60
yep.
minutes for when his family came up and talked. So I got to look up that one because that
Ah.
what I mean that would have been they probably had a little more
I
elaborate.
mean,
ESPN's
I
pretty
could
good.
kind of see it because the documentary did say that Steve did take this girl to Mississippi to see his family.
Yeah,
and-
extended family.
Right.
and all of that.
So that's not
Who do
even
they
that-
think that is then?
Right, and my thing is right there. That gives away that okay, Steve, you wasn't treating her as a side chick. You was in her head with some other
Ooh.
shit. You know what
Right,
I'm saying?
yeah,
Like
right,
if you brought her to
right.
meet the family, you fucked up. Now
Right.
it's you already.
Right.
So maybe you planning. Maybe you were
Right.
in her head telling her shit like that. That's
Right.
what I can think of, man.
But
And
that-
then
and-
someone else came by and he's like, oh wait a minute, sorry.
And that's what I don't understand. Like I don't get that. You know what I'm saying? Like come on, fellas, man. Like maybe back in them
You don't bring a
days,
side
but,
pieces to
but
the family,
nowadays, man, like
That's true.
You know what I mean? You bring a side piece to the family. That's a little. You're trying.
That
to,
is a really good point you brought up. Yeah.
You're pitching something else right there.
Exactly.
So
You
were
don't
trying to make her
do
something
that.
else, man. So you really fucked that girl's brain up to the point
you
where she
don't-
did that,
You don't
man.
do that, man. You know what I'm saying? You keep the side piece, man. You keep her in McDonald's. You keep her in Burger King. You know what I'm saying? You give her.
Look, he bought her. He made the down payment on the
like-
truck.
like-
He told her I ain't gonna pay for it.
You Rockaware suit, white spank her.
it.
And Jay-Z
That's
told us
it. You like there are manuals to this
Oh
shit, man.
shit! Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you buy her nice little gifts, intricates and shit like that. You know what I mean? Keep her there.
Listen, I
That's
ran into
that.
this chick I used to work with, good people. And she had it one time where she was like, she knew her role as a side chick. I know her. She was like totally all about, yeah, it is what it is. But she was like, yo, but like, you gotta throw a side bitch something once in a while. Can I get a little love?
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm not asking you to fuck. I know you with her. I know you with your family. I knew what it was going into this shit.
Yeah, you don't expect to spend Valentine's Day.
Like,
Those
can
women-
I get a bottle or something?
Those women,
Like,
I tip my hat and I respect
She
y'all.
understands what time it is.
You know what I'm saying? Because you know what? Y'all the real ones. Y'all know the deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm not talking to yous. I'm talking to the other
to you
ones.
youths. Two youths.
You know what I mean? Because they are those women that know their role and know what the deal is. And you know what? Respect. Y'all get all respect, and I will not down talk y'all at all.
No, it's all about this. The guy gonna try to play his game. It's up to you if you want to play or not, ladies.
That's it.
You're in that position. You know what I'm saying? Like the nigga gonna play his games. He got money. He gonna play the games. Where do you stand on?
And you know what?
Real life
I
Saw.
don't mean to trade, and I don't mean to trade this. You know what I'm saying from the bro code and shit like that. But so motherfuckers don't be getting killed and not getting shot and all this other shit. Just one up them, ladies. You know what I'm saying? Just whenever you think he's telling you the bullshit, just say, listen.
Y'all know y'all can play the game.
Save the bullshit for somebody else. You know that's not what you're gonna do. I'm cool where I'm at. You just don't need to say extra shit.
Yeah.
Right.
And if you say that reaffirms to the guy, all right, you know what? I don't really gotta tell this bitch really too much shit. All I gotta do is just be 100 with her and she's cool with it.
Right.
I let her know how we're riding, so I ain't got to be dying.
Right.
That's it. Plain and simple.
When they talk about ride or die.
It's simple,
listen.
man. I mean, look, the main thing is if you're married or in a monogamous relationship, don't cheat.
That's number one.
First
Yeah.
and foremost, let's throw that out there.
Be real. What's going on? And get the fuck out of there.
Now, if you're gonna do what you're gonna do, man or woman, be responsible. That's all. Just be. It's like drinking, gambling, fucking protected sex.
Right.
Be fucking responsible.
His dick, your hand, your responsibility. Go ahead. Go.
Talk to him.
Go.
That's it. It's that simple.
You know, it doesn't
simple.
have to go anywhere you don't want it to go.
That
So if it does, it's called rape. So other than that,
Like, ladies, if you didn't know, like, you guys got the upper hand already. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Like, hello? You guys got the upper hand already.
I would say in most situations, except for something like this, to where he doesn't need her. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like he's got money, and you know what I'm saying?
I get that, but I'm just saying
he's chasing the pussy. She's got the advantage.
Thank you.
That's what he's trying.
Thank you.
Like he's chasing your pussy.
The
he
pussy
doesn't have
is
to because he's got
always
money, but he's
the
decided to chase
upper
you.
hand in
Yeah,
these
yeah.
things.
Right.
That's all it is.
They got the golden goose.
Right, I know. It's like,
That's
Steve, what do you
it.
really? It's not like I'm chasing the chick down because she's like a mogul at a fucking 5 chick company.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like
No.
that. I need to power build with
No.
this chick. That's not what he.
Your-
She works at Dave and Buster's as a
Your
waitress.
throat,
and
your
she's
throat
like,
game
you know
is
what I'm saying? Like,
impeccable, and that pussy muscle is immaculate.
right. Or he
That's
just
all
like,
it's
I never
about.
slept with an Iranian chick.
Oh,
Niggas
yeah.
can be real
There you
simple,
go.
you know?
Oh, yeah.
It's
Like,
I just never slept with an Iranian.
But
girl.
then too, you have to wonder, like, did she really love him? Because what I'm thinking is like, all right, if you look good enough to get with a NFL, and I'm not saying they only hit dimes, but I'm saying she might have been able to pivot to, like, if you got the caliber to lock down a NFL player, NBA player, whatever it may be. Damn, just pivot to the next one, and maybe she really was in love. Maybe
just fell. She
because
just fell,
like
right. It's a
I
Cinderella
forgot
story.
that till you brought it up. She did meet the family.
Yeah.
that does
That-
turn shit on its head.
does.
Hell yeah, that
Her
when you
head is
do
in the
that,
cloud now. I met mom.
right,
Like,
right.
you mean mom
Basically,
is-
you're in
Wife only was
signs
supposed to meet that.
without talking. But that is basically saying to this girl, you mean this much to me. You're a special. You're somewhat of importance, and you're somewhat special to me in my life because you got to meet.
You're past the
mother.
threshold. Steve, you fucked up. They all fucked up.
And that's what I'm saying. Steve kind of conjured up his own demise, man.
Right.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Because you just don't do that with certain. I know this, and I'm nowhere near fucking Steve McNair's fucking caliber.
Status, right?
You know
right.
what I mean? But you just know you don't fuck with a woman's emotions. You know what I mean? If you're giving off signs,
Right.
those type
and
of signs.
the same way goes the other way of you don't fuck with a man's like this is shit happens all the time. There's men that fucking kill their women because she can't keep it real enough that she's unhappy. And she'd rather just fucking cheat and do some wild shit instead of just trying to get out of the fucking situation. And then you got a guy who's unstable and kills you and the whole family type shit. You know what I mean? Like it happens probably more that way than the other way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
More men murdering women.
Absolutely.
So it's like everybody has to kind of take accountability and responsibility for what the fuck they're doing out there.
Right.
Man.
True. And I believe to start wrapping it up, it is what do people always talk about? The most important thing in any relationship is communication. Yeah. And I think that could have. There's a chance that could have saved a life this time is the communication, be upfront with people because you could be upfront with someone and man, it might not end up how you wanted it to end up. You might lay all your feelings out on the table and they go, damn, I don't feel the same way. You might lay out all your feelings and they just go, oh, I'm sorry, I don't want that.
Right, because you know what, you think, and it's funny you said that because it's like the way they laid it out, man, is like she didn't even fucking talk to him. They from what they said of how the shot was and the trajectory and shit, he was sleeping.
Yeah.
Like, there's no talk. You body that nigga in his sleep. You know what I mean? That's execution, baby. That comes into like, you didn't even get a chance to communicate. You just already ran with the story you had in your head. Oh, you fuck with this bitch. You fucking her. I've been chasing her. I've been watching around. It was like you didn't even confront them about it. You just like, no, I'm just going to kill you in sleep.
That's true, too. And they say she was chasing the other. They're not chasing, but she was tailing her.
Right. She was stalking her. She was stalking her.
I saw her. It's like, and she never really came forward to confront it.
That passed me where they said that he was in the but my thing was he was home, so he left home, went to
go to the condo.
To go to the condo, at like 2 in the morning.
He knew she was gonna be there.
Yeah.
But my thing is though he just texted her. They're saying that he was with the kids.
Having a hard time falling asleep.
Well, because that was she was saying, do you want to go out and drink?
Go out for a drink.
So, but then they were saying when Steve McNair died, his blood alcohol level was double the fucking because he had gone to a bar. It almost seemed
like he was trying to avoid hanging with her. He probably lied about even with the kids. You know what I mean? He was probably already hanging with another chick. You know.
But then she said, "I'm going to the condo," and he said, "Okay," and then he ended up at the condo. So it
hanging with some other people, lying to him about
so
where he's
probably
at.
Right.
Now I'm drunk. I'm horny. I got ass at the condo.
I know she's at the.
You know what I'm saying? So he tried to go for the condo booty, and that was his last visit. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
That's like the nigga probably came in drunk, fell asleep on the couch. Oh, I know you was fucking somebody. She probably sniffed the nigga boxes or something.
Smelled it.
You know what I'm saying? Like real shit, man.
Because
the way they said it, man, it didn't seem like she talked to him. She said that she killed the nigga in his sleep. To me, it's like there was. When did you have a chance? You didn't really.
I had it wrong. I thought she killed him when he walked in.
Right. Yeah. That's what I thought. I thought that's crazy because they did say that he was asleep.
He was asleep. They said
that in the position,
in the position he was on the couch.
He was on the couch like slumped.
Right. They said in the position he was in, it was like from what they're saying that she popped him in the head, one in the head, twice in the chest, and then sat on his lap and then killed herself. And then she fell off his lap or whatever it is. That's why she was on the ground. So I was like, yo, if you body the nigga in his sleep, man, then either the argument happened before that. You know what I mean? It could have been.
And he just passed out,
and passed out. And they're like, fuck
he came through drunk. They had the argument. He passed out, and she got real mad.
Because she probably confronted him about the other chick. Who's the other chick? That's probably where he was at, huh? Coming in with alcohol. I thought she was trying to put the kids to bed. You know what I mean? You know, it's only that room in them.
Listen, these is just we're just putting, you know, we're just trying.
We're just talking it out, and then because then too. It was a condo complex. It was an apartment complex.
Right, and nobody else heard the fucking
I didn't hear nothing about a silencer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And
so we're talking about...
That's 4 shots.
So, yeah, I would say we're talking about 4 gunshots.
Bangs, right. And nobody else called
the police. Couple went through the wall. And somebody
I heard this or I heard that because they didn't say that. I mean, you know, we're just speculating on what we've seen. You know what I mean? That's all, but
man, Steve McNair, it's not only that, you know, you hear these stories like, you know, it's like, oh... You know, you can get these stories about that could have been any NFL player or whatnot or anything, but it's like he was actually a really good one on top of that. That's like I think it's more shocking if you had like, you know, like say if that shit happened to Michael Jordan. Like when that shit happened to Michael Jordan's father, it was like, whoa.
That was crazy.
Like anybody else would probably be like, oh, damn, you heard about, you know, Jason Kidd's father got killed. Oh, that's fucked up. That's crazy. But no, Michael Jordan's father got killed?
Right.
Immediately, yo, that nigga was gambling. Yo, the niggas came from the mafia.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It all goes by status.
It was something, basically, well, with that, not to get off our topic, but the shit with Jordan's pop was that they try to make it seem that it was a gambling that Jordan had that he didn't pay.
Yeah.
So
And
they
my thing is like this: that
it
nigga
was
Mike
that.
got how much money? How much debt could he really have?
Exactly.
We're gonna do an episode about that because I listened to a podcast about that shit, and it adds up. A couple comments here. Message for young men: pick one and stick with her. Don't stray. Stay home with your kids every night.
Yep.
Come on now.
His buddy didn't. P, you had touched on this. His buddy didn't immediately call the police because he just found his best friend dead with a female that's not his wife. I'm sure he was close with Steve's wife and kids, and he
Right.
got the quote chill spot for Steve, so I could see where his mind was at. She honestly thought that the man cheating on his wife was going to stay faithful to just her.
Right.
Fellas, we got to stop this cheating shit. It's a
Right.
game with no winners.
Right.
Nobody wins, man.
Side
Nobody.
chicks just never get that they'll only be side chicks. I mean, come on, what are we talking about here, man? This is what we're saying. What you know?
Is the people agree? That's all we're saying.
Basically, we're talking what it's called. It might be new, guys. Come up, girls. Come up.
Come in, bring it
the
in,
center.
bring it in. Huddle up.
Come on.
This is the end.
Yeah,
Come
this
on.
is the huddle. Come on, nigga.
Listen.
Come on. For McNair, nigga.
This is what we call common sense.
It's true. Know what's going on. Be
Common
aware. Be aware.
sense.
I think awareness has left people. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Be aware what's going on. Don't go in there with
We
this
should start a
fucking
new trend. We should instead of calling
awareness
it
trend?
we should start common awareness.
Hey, be aware. Don't be McNair. Get away from my family.
It's true, man. You be aware of these situations, and you'll find yourself being in less bad ones. Mm-hmm. You know, be aware, educate, and vacate. You know what I mean?
I think that's a perfect way to end it. So until next week, this is the Just Bake channel where we
Do things and say.
Just bake, baby.
Sorry.
pay attention and stop lying.
Stop lying, niggas. You know, stick to one hole at a time, huh?
That's all.